my channel. My name is Laura. I'm pre-recording Saturday Shelfie Tour. I'm trying to do Lisa's Love It or Leave It. However, I really failed on my attempt to do A, which is this, but I did get all my books back in there. So yeah, I did have 3 books I wasn't sure about. I'm waiting for everybody to comment to tell me if to keep them or not. So, but it looks nice. This is my A's. So today I'm going to do my B's. Now B's, I have a lot of books of B's. I have 2 crates full of books. So this is going to be a long video, and it's going to be very hard for me to get rid of any of my books because I am a book hoarder. So I'm going to share with you what I have here, and yeah, I'm sitting among books here. I'm like trapped. So let's see if I can get through this. I don't know. Okay, so the first book I see is Rain by Virginia Bergen. Just One Drop Will Kill You. This seems interesting. I think I'm going to keep it. The next book, Alice I Have Been by Melanie Benjamin. Alice in the Wonderland is my favorite story, and I think I'm going to keep this one. Now remember, I have not read any of these books, so yeah. So Once We Were Brothers, I heard that this is a great World War II book, but I haven't gotten to it yet. I've lent this book out to a friend. She loved it, but I still haven't read it yet, so I'm going to keep it. Okay, here is part of a series. I'm going to get rid of these. I read book 1. I did not like it. Yeah, this is a high popular book in YA. It's not for me. Book 1 was like a 2-3 star. So I am getting rid of Siege and Storm and Ruin and Rising. Hopefully someone else would enjoy these. I just did not like the world building. She's very descriptive in her writing. I just didn't like it. I'm getting rid of these. Hey, I got rid of something. Okay, so the next author I have not read yet. I did meet this author. I have 2 signed copies. Yeah, I haven't read these yet. I am going to keep these. I got The Darkest Minds, Never Fade, and In the Afterlight Light. 2 of them are signed by the author, so I am going to keep these because I'd like to give her a try. I just haven't had a chance to read it, so I'm keeping these. Okay, the next one is a memory loss, I think. And I think I'm going to keep these because I have the trilogy. I'd like to read it one day, and I'm trying to figure out which one's what. The first book I think is called Unremembered, and I have Unforgotten, and I have Unchanged, and I think it's about memory loss, but I'm not sure. But they're beautiful covers. I'm going to keep these, and I have them all in hard copy, so I'm going to keep these. Okay, the next one is, this is a series that I've been watching on TV. I think I'm going to get rid of this one. It's Once Upon a Time, The Reawakened. I'm not really liking the TV. Oh, well, I watched season 1 of the TV show. It was okay. And I don't think I'm going to read this one, so I'm going to get rid of this one. Okay, The Forgetting Place by John Burley. I'm thinking that this is about, I don't know. I'm thinking that it's about memory loss. I think I'm going to keep this one. Forgetting, I think. So, yeah, I'm going to keep this one and see if I like it or not. Try it one day. Okay, this one, Stuck in the Middle with You, a memoir of parenting in 3 genders. I think I'm going to keep this one. This looks like in 3 genders. This must be a this seems interesting, so I think I'm going to keep this one because there's different, I don't know, I'm going to keep it, I think. Okay, this one is about witches. I think I'm going to keep it. Witch Hunter. I'm going to keep it and try to read it and see. It's fans of Sarah J. Maas. I don't really like Sarah J. Maas. and Holly Black. So I think I'm going to keep it and try it out because I don't like to get rid of stuff. So this was an author that I enjoyed growing up, Judy Blume Forever, and I think I read this one back in the day in the 1980s. She was one of my popular authors. I think I'm going to keep this one and try to read it one day. Yeah. So that's that. Kiss the Sky, and this is a new adult. I think I'm going to keep this one. I did read Krista and Becca Ritchie before, and I enjoyed her writing style, their writing style, so I'm going to keep this one. A Great and Terrible Beauty by Libba Bray. I think this is book 2 of something. It doesn't say it on here, but I think I'm going to keep this one and try it out. Here's another one about witches, water witches. I'm going to keep this one and try it out. Okay. Here's another Jessica Brody, My Life Undecided. I think I'm going to keep it because I haven't tried her yet, so I'm going to keep it. Okay, here is book 1 of a series. It's new adult. I have not read Maya Banks yet, so I have Letting Go. I'm going to keep it. Remember Mia. This is, I think, a thriller. Yes, it says a thriller here. I'm going to keep it. A Hidden Place. This looks like a thriller as well. I'm going to keep it. A World War II book. I have The Third Reich, so I'm going to keep it. Dark River by, I don't know, Mary Jane. I don't know how to say her last name. What deadly secrets does the river hold? Seems interesting. I'm going to keep it. Midwives. I think I'm going to keep it. It says book Oprah's Club. It might be interesting to read, so I'm going to keep it. Friction by Sandra Brown. I have read Sandra Brown in the past, in the 1980s, 1990s, early. I have not read this one. I'm going to keep it. She's like a fast read, I think. Unspoken by Sarah Reese Brennan. I think I'm going to keep this one. And this is book 1 of a series. And this one is another World War II book. It's For Such a Time by Kate Breslin. I'm going to keep it. I like to read historical fiction, so I'm going to keep that one. Lexicon. I have no idea what this one's about. This one says a thriller. It says cerebral thriller. So I think I'm going to keep it and try it out and see if I like it. Here is another Sandra Brown book. I have Hello Darkness. I'm going to keep it. She's a fast read. I'm going to keep it. Okay, here's an author that I really enjoy and I want to try to read more of her stuff. It is Sandra Brown as the author, so I have 1,000 Words, I have Torn Away, and I have Perfect Escape. I'm going to keep these. Okay. The Darkest Part of the Forest by Holly Black. I have a bookmark on here. I think I was supposed to read this for a book club, but I never got to it. I think I'm going to keep it and try it out. Okay. I have a big stack here of little paperbacks now. When Blood Calls by J.K. Beck. I'm going to keep it. It looks like a vampire type book. I'm going to keep it. Stormfront by Jim Butcher. This is book 1. I think I'm going to try it and keep it. Murder is Binding by Lorna Barrett. I think I'm going to get rid of this one because it's a Booktown mystery. I could always take it out from the library. I'm going to get rid of this one. It Takes a Witch by Heather Blake. This is another witch book. I love the cover. I think I'm going to keep it. A Kitchen Witch by Annette Blair. I'm going to keep it. The cover's amazing. I'm going to try to read it one day. One day I'll get to it. Tempt Me with Darkness by Shayla Black. This one, I think I'm going to keep it based on the cover. I don't know. I think I'm going to keep it. Furies of Calderon. This is by Jim Butcher. I have not tried it yet. It is a fantasy book. I'm going to keep it and see. I really need to try to read a couple of pages, see if it's even in my writing style. I don't know. I'm going to keep it. One more stack of books here. Okay. Ashes by Ilsa Bick. I love the cover. I don't know what it's about. It's quoted by James Dashner, which is the Maze Runner. This is book 1 of a series. I think I'm going to keep this one. Here's an author that I read before. This one is about memory loss. The name is Memory. Of course, I'm going to keep it. Blood Child, Octavia E. Butler. I really loved her book. I read Kindred by her. I'm going to keep this one. Glimmer Glass by Jenna Black. This is amazing. I don't know if you could see the cover. It is sparkly and it has like little sparkly shimmers on it. I'm going to keep this one. I don't know what it's about, but that cover is amazing, so I'm going to keep it. Here's an author that I've read before. I really liked his contemporary, and I want to try another contemporary. I know he writes a lot of political stuff, but this is another one of his contemporaries, so I want to try it out. It's Wish You Well by David Balducci. Yeah, so I'm definitely going to keep this one. Okay. I have The Iron Trial and The Copper Gauntlet. Holly Black by Cassandra Clare. I think I'm going to keep these because I am enjoying Cassandra Clare's City of Bones, and I like to try something out. I think these are middle grade, and I'm going to keep them. 2 more books. Girl of Nightmares by Kendra Blake. This is book 2, I think, of Anna Dressed in Blood, and Anna Dressed in Blood is in my DNF pile across the, I didn't finish it. It's over there. I'm going to keep this one just in case I finish the other one and want to read the next book, so I'm going to keep that one. And the last book is, I don't really know what this one's about, but Once Again by Lisa Braswell. I'm thinking this is a retelling of something. I think I'm going to keep it because I don't even know what it's about, but that cover is pretty cool. So that's it. I got rid of 1, 2, 3, 4 books. Not that great. As I told you, I'm a book nerd, and I like to collect all my books. The problem is when I was younger, I wasn't allowed to have any books in the house except for library books. Yeah, so my mother was, she doesn't like clutter in the house. So, yeah, so I think that's why I collect all the books I have. And yeah, I really like to have my own library. So anyway, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed this. If you had read any of these books and think that I should keep the ones that I gave away, or I'm going to give them to the used bookstore and get some credit, let me know, and I'll see you in another video. Thank you for watching. Bye.